Okay, so we're up here. We're going to put in this quick duplex box. I went and measured that way and this way, wrote the dimensions. I know what they are, but anyways, 2 3/8, and this side is 3 3/4. I gave myself a 16th on each side, little variance. Laid it out here, marked it. Now I know exactly where it is. I have it on here as a diagram so I can match both sides of the shop identically. So let's go ahead and get right in here with the Fiend tool, my favorite tool, and let's get this cut. Okay, we're up here. We're going to put in this little duplex box up in the hole. Make sure these wings are pushed in on both sides. Push it up on in there. Alrighty. Grab your handy dandy drill. I love these things. Okay, let's go upstairs, but in the attic and put the wire through. Oh no, I'm on camera. It's Halloween. Robbed my daughter's candy. Oh no. Anyways, we're back up here. We got the duplex installed. Looks pretty good. Go ahead and zoom in here. See these fingers? See how they work? Okay, go ahead and zoom back out. By code, we have to be stapled off 12 inches from a box. So, that's about 12 inches, so that's where I'm gonna put my staple. Got my wire. We'll staple it when we're done. Okay, so that's about where we want to go. Then we're in the box. Take my dikes. They're about 8 inches usually, 9 inches. So I'll cut it right here. Ten gauge is kind of hard. So we'll stuff it through here. That's a big bend. We'll go to this one. Wow. We want everything, no heavy bends, remember? Grab my staple. Handy dammer. Electrician's hammer. Electrician's hammers. They got a longer neck right here, and the reason for that is getting inside boxes or whatever. It's a nice to have. Adjust my wire a little bit here. Nice. Remember how I said make sure it can move. Got a nice arc here, going into there. Over here where I got it coming down in my auxiliary tube, I got to foam this because for fire code, it's got to be sealed off. So I'll foam it. I'll let the foam go clear down about right here. I did have this on here. Let's jump on downstairs and wire this up. Okay, we've got a 220 plug here. We're going to strip some wiring. Both of the legs are brass, so they're both hot. Well, we've got two wires here, a black and a white. So we want to take tape and we want to identify that they're both black. So we'll tape that. And these are 10 gauge, so we're going to want to strip them. Usually on the back of some of these, they'll have a stripping gauge, tells you how far. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a stripping gauge right here. It'll tell you how far it is. So that's how far you strip back the wire. So we know it's about a ½ inch. I already know that. Okay, so there's the stripping gauge. So from here to here, we're going to do a bend over, so we're going to go a little farther. Then we're going to take it, we're going to bend it. Nice bend. Okay, we're going to do that to both wires. Alright, so we got a bend on both wires. We're going to do that to the ground also. So now we've got a bend on each of them. Okay, so now on these screws, they go, I'm using power drill. Clockwise we know is in, right? So we want to take the power and we want to go the same direction as the screw turn. Okay? Then we want to bend that in. Alrighty, you see that? Then we can tighten her down. Okay, make sure it's good and snug. I usually take a manual screwdriver and I tighten it just a little bit. We'll go to the other side and repeat the process. This is all there is for this wiring on a 220. Somebody was asking me earlier, what's the difference between 220 and 120? Well, when you have your voltage tester and you test your current, usually it says 121 or 119, so that actually makes it 240. And so a lot of people call these plugins, you know, a common household plug-in a 110. It's really not, it's 120. Anyways, a little quick info there. Went with the direction of the screw, so we're going to tighten it, the curl, with the same direction. Okay? Same with the ground. Same direction. Alright? You know the process. Go ahead and bend that down. Nice and tight. Trying to do it here so you can see it. So we got all those. So that's the correct way. You got your black tape on the white wire, identifying that it was hot, and you've got your black on there, identifying that that side's hot. So you got two hots and a ground. So that's how you wire it. So when I go to the box, that's how we're going to wire it in the box. Okay, we're up here. I pre-bend the wires ahead of time and pull them back out, so they got a bend in them already, an S-curve, because we had 9 inches. Then I've showed you earlier how we wire it, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wire it the way I showed you earlier, then I'll show you how to stuff it back in. Okay, now we're going to shove it back up in the box. I like turning them sideways a little bit and shoving them up in. There we go. Then adjusting them back. Take my knife. There we go. Okay, we're back up here. Got my carriage bolts. I want them protruding just enough so they'll receive the nut. And I like the nylon nut. So we'll just put those in there. Then we'll go downstairs. We'll put those in. Okay, we're up here. We're stapling down the 10 gauge wire. By code here, it's supposed to be a staple every 4 feet. Up here, we're 2 foot on center on the trusses and the joists here. So I'm putting them every couple feet. Why? I got a box of them, why not? There's a trick to when you staple them though. There's something inspectors look for, and I'll show you what that is. Here, get down here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I keep the wire flat, of course, and keep it running nice. Now when you put the staple on, you want to hammer it down. You do not want to make it very tight. You want to be able to make sure you can move that wire underneath there. That's what the inspector is. If that's so tight you can't move the wire underneath, it's too tight. So you know you got the proper thing when you can barely move the wire. Okay? Okay. There's some things you need to know about the wiring. Come on down here, I'll show you. Okay, we've got the 12-2 through here. That's the yellow. Okay, we use that for 110. The orange we're using for 240 circuits, and that's 10 gauge. Before, I was telling you before, they're coded by their color. So this is 12-2, it's yellow. There's something you need to know. When the inspectors come, they never want to see you piling more than 2 on top of each other. I've seen guys do 3, 4, 5. You won't pass code. No more than 2 on top of each other. And they have to be the same color on top of each other. You notice how I'm doing a nice sweep here? You don't want a hard bend, okay? You want a nice sweep, okay? You want it laid out so an inspector can see all the avenues. This part here always is nice to have a helper. So I've got this in because I'm going to have to pull 2 of these at the same time as I put it in because we've got such tight tolerances. And I got to go in here and staple this in here before I pull it all the way through. And once I get this in here, I'll show a video of what we're doing next. Okay, so we're up here. We're going to put in this quick duplex box. I went and measured that way and this way, wrote the dimensions. I know what they are, but anyways, 2 3/8, and this side is 3 3/4. I gave myself a 16th on each side, little variance. Laid it out here, marked it. Now I know exactly where it is. I have it on here as a diagram so I can match both sides of the shop identically. So let's go ahead and get right in here with the Fiend tool, my favorite tool, and let's get this cut.